Welcome to Layn HyreCar University. My name is Conrad Layn. I'm going to share how to actually protect your vehicle and get commercial insurance for a really cheap and a really cost-effective amount. You won't have to actually worry about your car being not covered if something happens while it's not being rented, because hire car insurance typically covers when your vehicle is being rented, not necessarily when it's not being rented. Meaning, if you're getting a car maintained, say getting an oil change, you're getting a light bulb replaced, if you're getting some type of repair on your car, if your car is being painted, if you're getting gas, you're getting it clean, detail, etc. If something happens to your car was hit while that's happening, personal insurance can actually deny coverage because you're using this car to make money. It's a commercial vehicle. That is how they see it. So very important to understand something called Period X that can actually help you save a lot of money, and they can get you set up the same day. Most commercial insurance first require you to have more than one vehicle, maybe even a licensed driver, like a dealer license, maybe some type of rental car license. Period X does not require that. You can actually only have one vehicle or more. You can have one vehicle, two vehicle, three vehicle, 1,000 vehicles. There's no real cap at this point that I'm aware of. And I left a link below that goes deep detail directly from HyreCar going over Period X, and a direct Period X website right below, people. So follow the link through, follow the video through. I'm gonna share my screen. Welcome to Layn HyreCar University. I'm going to go deep in detail in regards to Period X. It's a phenomenal product in my opinion. It's not the only product out there, but it's one of the best and most cost effective that will actually save you a lot of money in the long term and gives you exactly what you typically need when you're a HyreCar owner renting out your car and your fleet to HyreCar renters. Because remember, the whole purpose of being a HyreCar owner is to rent your cars on the HyreCar platform to HyreCar renters that then want to use your vehicle to earn income, maybe with Amazon Flex, Postmates, DoorDash, Instacart, drive for Uber, Lyft, etc., Uber Eats, whatever the case is. They typically want to use your car to make money and earn income, which is totally fine. But you want to make sure your car is completely covered, because this like for a lot of people try to figure, is this an orange? Is this an apple? It's neither. What is this? Is it a lemon? Like, what type of industry is this? Because there's a gray area. And most HyreCar owners I've met and that I've come in contact with use their personal insurance when the car is not being rented, which does not cover them. Example, I've been insurance licensed for over 9 years, and insurance companies are some of the most savvy. And if they find out, they even smell that you're using this car to earn money and it's a commercial policy, even if the car is not being rented. If it's not being rented, and say you're taking to go get to fuel up gas, doesn't matter if it's for a renter or for yourself, you're just filling up the gas, or you're going to go wash a car, or if your car is parked on the street and it gets hit by another car and they find out that you're making money, or they might ask you a question and say, do you use this vehicle to make any type of income? And if you say yes, cancel. They'll cancel your policy, or they'll void coverage. Or even worse, if you lie to them and you're dishonest, you say, hey, no, I don't use it, and they find out, that could be material misrepresentation and fraud. Don't do that. Be honest, be transparent. Most insurance companies record you, if you know that or not, and they can use this against you in court, and they can sue you back 10 times over. Don't do it, people. Not worth going to jail for. Just be honest and let them know the truth. This is where this Period X policy comes in hand, because you don't want to be that HyreCar owner where you're lying to your insurance company. They have you recorded, and now they can actually file fraud against you, and you can also not only lose your business, be cited, be taken to jail, serve jail time. Not worth it, and be fined. Not cool. Be honest. And insurance companies are very savvy, and they have ways of finding out information. Even if they don't know today, they can definitely find out tomorrow. And all it takes is one person to get in one accident, and I don't know how many times I have to tell you, when people get in an accident, it usually gets attached. If you didn't set this up as an LLC or corporation, if you're the owner, the DMV gets notified of the accident, and then the DMV notifies the insurance company, typically speaking. And if the insurance company really wants to do research, they can research and find out that someone else is driving your car and filed a claim, even if it's through HyreCar coverage and not your own personal insurance. There's just too many ways, people, so don't do it. Personal insurance is not set up to cover HyreCar commercial usage. It works in the beginning, I get it, but you have to evolve from that, people. If you stay on that, what's gonna happen is an accident's bound to happen. Not that it will, but it's bound to happen because it's just the nature of the business, even if the car's not being rented. Because, okay, fine, say the car's damaged during a HyreCar rental, you have HyreCar coverage that will cover you, great. And if the Uber driver, Lyft driver, or the person driving for a platform, they usually have their own insurance through that platform, fine. What I'm talking about, people, is when you're taking your car to deliver to someone, to a HyreCar renter who just booked your car, or if you are meeting with a HyreCar renter who's picking up your car, or if they're dropping off the car to you and your car's hit, damaged, someone steals it, whatever the case is, if some type of freak accident happens where something just happens where, say, the car is compromised or set on fire, just something weird happening, you won't be covered typically, because what happens is, even if it didn't happen while the car is being rented, the fact that this is a business asset, it's seen as you're earning income for this asset. It's not no longer a personal car at this point. They can actually, insurance companies have the option where they can actually not only cancel your policy, void coverage, and even might say you owe them premiums and say, hey, you misused this policy. Very, very important to understand this. I don't know how serious I need to make this, but so for those, even if you have one car, the cool thing about Period X, it doesn't discriminate. So even if you have only one car, if you have 2 cars, 3 cars, 300 cars, 1,000 cars, doesn't matter how many cars you have or don't have, this is the cool thing where they basically cover any car. And the cool thing about it is, Period X will actually give you a GPS tracker so you can track the car. It's actually a requirement by Period X. So it helps you. Now you can track your car. You could kill switch the car. So if someone steals your car, compromises it, or you don't know where it went, or they took your car, or they stole it, you could cut it off. You could track the car, have GPS, so you could notify local authorities and your insurer, and they could track your car for you. And it's a 24/7 service typically. So this is really cool. This is where it really benefits you. And it's a lot cheaper typically because it's specifically built for HyreCar owners, as right here, even HyreCar mentions it. Look at this, get insurance for yourself, get insurance for your fleet, insurance for when your vehicles are not rented out on our platform. And look at it, it even goes deep. This is directly from HyreCar. I left this link below. So check the description below if you want to find this link. But look, see, Period X, vehicle in owner's possession. So as I mentioned it earlier, it's on. So when your vehicle's back in your possession, in the beginning, like say you're delivering it to a HyreCar renter's address, or they're meeting you at your lot or at your house or at your location to pick up. If something happens where the car is hit, you're typically not going to be covered by your insurance policy, and HyreCar insurance coverage doesn't cover that period. So to cover that period when the car's in your possession, HyreCar owners misuse their personal policy and end up being denied and getting mad and say, hey, this is a fraud, this doesn't work. They use the wrong strategy. You need Period X, people. This is what helps you. And this is the only company that does this, but this is one of the most cost effective, the ones that has the best price attached to it. And the cool thing about Period X, they usually could get you up and running within the same day. A lot of the commercial policies take a long time to actually approve you, and you might have to have like a dealer license, or you might have some kind of certification, or you might have to have a certain amount of cars. Not here. Here, if you have just one car, you can still get it. That's what's so cool about this. Period X. Look at this, people. And as it brilliantly illustrates here, Period 0, driver picks up the car from the owner. So that part we're pretty much covered for. Period 1, 2, 3, say they're driving for Uber, Lyft, Amazon Flex, Grubhub, Instacart. They're driving to make money. That's when they usually get insurance that covers that car during that time frame too. So you're good there too. But when they return the car, this is when you have a problem, because the Uber, Lyft insurance, or the Period 1, 2, 3 insurance while they're driving for the app does not work anymore because it's back in your possession. The Period 0 insurance does not work from HyreCar because it's back in your possession. So now this is when people misuse their personal insurance. So if it comes back and say you're refueling the gas, or say you're in a position where you're washing the car, detailing the car, checking your tires, or getting new tires for your car, or just perform something that means getting an oil change. If someone hits it, breaks into it, steals it, you're going to be in bad luck, people. So this is why I highly recommend Period X, people. Look at this. Fleet owners sign up with Period X insurance to see an average of 86% occupancy rates. Pretty beneficial. Types of coverage: automobile liability, third-party coverage. The most covered for one accident, 50,000 bodily injury. It's pretty good. 100,000 per accident, 30,000 property damage. Look at this. Physical damage cover, collision and specified perils. Maximum value is 90,000. Look at that. Pretty good. Scroll down a little bit here. And this is why I really like Period X, because you get to protect your assets, but not just your assets. It basically, like it says here, you only buy what you need. You only use it when you need it. You don't pay for, like with personal insurance, you're paying for all day, all night, every month, all day. Period X is only for when the car's in your possession, which comes out to a lot cheaper. Especially if this is a professional, commercialized asset, you're getting charged pennies on the dollar, a lot cheaper than personal insurance. So you save more than personal insurance because you're only insuring it for the time that's in your possession, not the time that it's for the whole month. So pretty cool. Ease of mind right here. Make sure you're carefully covered when your employees are driving. So if you hire employees, you a family member, someone that's working for you, or delivering a car on your behalf, this gives you ease of mind. This oftentimes personal insurance only covers you. And if you have an employee, again, and they get in an accident, that's a commercial policy coverage that does not exist in personal insurance. So if you have personal insurance policy and you have an employee delivering a car for you, not about to work out for you, you're not gonna have a good day. It's legally required. Yes, it is. Period X. The cool thing about Period X, it does notify the state, give the state minimums. So typically most DMVs require your vehicle to be registered. You must have insurance on it. This will actually report. HyreCar insurance does not report because it's a commercial insurance policy that's only for when it's in the renter's possession typically. But for you, the Period X will actually report that. So even if you notice on your HyreCar insurance cards or HyreCar notifies you that they do not report any insurance on your behalf to DMV, so that means if you don't have insurance coverage, you're breaking the law. Second, you can actually get your registration suspended or non-renewed. So Period X will actually they'll report to the DMV and you actually are fined and you get your registration renewed. You don't have to worry about getting it suspended, etc. Look at the example of your vehicle X, Period X. There's much more to this, but this is some of the few most popular: driving to get gas, driving to get car maintenance, driving to get a car wash, etc. Exactly. Look at this. Wonderful. List of specified perils: fire, lightning, windstorm, hail, explosion, earthquake, rising water, theft, attempted theft, civil disturbance, riot. All this can happen while your car is parked outside. And if the insurance company even smells that you wanted to actually use this car to make money, and your car gets stolen, broken into, say there's a riot that breaks out, someone jumps on a car, or say someone sets it on fire, if it starts hailing ice and it cracks your window, if there's a windstorm, if there's a flood, you're not covered pretty much. An insurance company at that point can say, this is a commercial policy usage, and we're not gonna cover this, even if your car's currently parked at your house, not being used, they can still deny you. Crazy. And like I said, I've been insurance licensed for over 9 years. I'm not your insurance agent, I'm not your insurance broker, I'm not your CPA, I'm not your attorney. I'm none of those things to you. I'm just sharing my opinion, but it's saying you might want to seriously consider this. Pretty important. This is directly from HyreCar's website, and I left the link below. And I'm going to take it directly to the actual Period X website. So yes, that what I just showed you was the HyreCar website talking about Period X. And you can sign up for Period X through HyreCar, as I left the link below. But I just went directly to Period X website where they'll specifically go over their actual product, and this is where you can get it from. I also left the phone number in the description below so you can actually call Period X and ask them any questions you might have and elaborate further. And you can sign up. But look at this. This is their actual Period X website that goes deep detail. Period X is a fleet tracking with the insurance built in. As I mentioned before, I highly recommend having your own fleet tracker so you can track your cars. It doesn't matter if it's 1 car, 2 car, 3 car, because you want to know where your car is, just in case it's compromised or stolen or something happens. You have full control. That's pretty much it. And now here, what is Period X insurance and how does it work? If you're reading this, then you're probably wondering what in the world Period X is and how this insurance platform can better serve the needs of your business. Well, you're absolutely in the right place because our agency invented this insurance product, and frankly, we're the only people who know exactly what it is, how it works, and why you need it. Exactly. Absolutely wonderful, people. I really love this. This just goes deep detail. It's in all 50 states, as it mentions right here. Direct phone number. So it doesn't matter if you're in Mississippi, Alabama, California. Here you go. You can sign up through the actual website through Period X or through HyreCar's affiliate link. You know what? That's about it, people. Love you guys. Like, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram, Carl Layn out.